Hide your silver from the zombies. Gonna explain what I mean by that. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please share the video. Please subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Don't forget, we got the Pimex giveaway coming up on July 4th. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna go some different angles here, this my friends. So stay with me on this video. I'm gonna just describe this as best as I can for you. So let's just get into the video right now. Look, I understand we all have a hard time trying to teach your friends or relatives about silver and gold. I get it. I see it myself. I see it in the shop. Either the husband knows everything about silver and gold, just about. The wife don't want anything to do with it. Or it's reversed. Very rarely, very, very rarely, we see husband and wife team actually on the same page. It's just how it goes, I guess. You know, the best way to handle that, especially if you're married, take your spouse. You know, watch videos like mine. Watch other YouTubers. Sometimes it just takes somebody they don't even know to get the silver and gold concept. Other family members, friends, whoever. We got to wake people up, because what's going to happen is, and the people that want to laugh now, okay, the people that want to laugh at you now, call you crazy, call you your old school, I've heard every name in the book, okay? Some of them are not very nice names. We understand that. They want to call it Barber's Relics. You know, old school. Never going to happen. Well, you know, when the time comes, and notice how I use the keyword when the time comes, not if, when. They'll be knocking on your door, right? How many people are you going to be able to help out, my friends? You know, some of you have big families. You're not going to be able to support them all. You're going to have to pick, and unfortunately, you're going to have to pick and choose the ones you're going to help in the crisis situation. And I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom here, but when the dollar fails, people are not going to know what to do. When the dollars become so worthless, stores are not going to take them. Okay, they're not going to take them. It's happened in other countries before. Venezuela scraped off flakes of gold to get your shoes polished. Shaved off flakes of gold to get a haircut. Flakes of gold to get your food. It's going to happen here eventually too. It's just a matter of time. And what's going to happen with all these stocks, these meme coins? There's Bitcoin, backed by the dollar, right? Silver and gold have been money for over 5,000 years. We all know that. The ones who have stacked know that line. You've heard it before. This is trying to help people to understand about silver and gold. Let's educate. Let's share this video out, my friends, and teach them about all types of silver and gold. What the true value is. And you know what? The true value right now, I don't think even we got a true value. I think silver and gold should be a lot higher. I think silver should be well over north of $200, close to $280 per an ounce. And I think gold should be close to $5,000 an ounce, if not up north of $6,000. That is, I think that's would be the true inflation of what we're seeing. We got inflation coming. All right? These stores are not going to take a loss. We get the penny going bye-bye next year. People think, yeah, other countries, they've done it. They round down. America is totally different. America is full of corporate greed. America's corporations are not going to round down and lose 2 cents here, 3 cents here. They're all rounding up, just like your tax man's going to round up. Not going to happen in America. Round down. Not going to happen. Sorry, folks. You know, if Walmart has passed cost inflation from the tariffs, if Target has to do it, these other corporations do it, they're all going to do it. All right, these companies are not going to lose. We're going to eat it at the bottom end of it all. You know, that's where it's going to be. And I'm not blaming anybody in office for anything. It is what it is. I've been screaming on this channel for about a year now. June 11th will be my 1 year anniversary of doing my own YouTube videos. A lot of you guys know me from another channel, okay? He helped me out a lot getting my channel going. All right, I'll give him praise for that. But you know, and I've had a lot of help from other people building this YouTube channel up. A lot of help from you folks. A lot of support from you. There's been times, I'll tell you, I've thought about, you know, just saying it's not worth it. It just takes time to build a YouTube channel. That's why a lot of YouTubers, you know, they start out and then they end it. And it's really sad because some of these YouTubers I miss. You know, some of them I really do miss. And they're just not doing it no more. But it is what it is. It's their choice. It's not. People think this is an easy thing to come on here every single day, and I try to at least put out 2 videos a day for you all, and get content where people are going to listen about the content. No, I'm not flashy content. I don't have computer monitors showing you a bunch of charts. Look, the charts are good. Okay, the charts are very, very good. But it sometimes just people just need to take a step back and listen. What I'm seeing at the shop, you know, it's not the same everywhere across the country, of course. All right, other shops are seeing something a little bit different all the time. You know, other shops are doing this, other shops are doing that, trying to maintain sales. Yes, a lot of shops right now are seeing a huge buybacks. We're seeing buybacks too, but we're not seeing huge numbers. Okay, we're not seeing huge numbers of buybacks. We're just not at this time. Sales have died off a little bit, for the most part. I mean, you know, we're not selling as much as we used to. It's maybe the summer down times. Normally where silver and gold goes in, you know, but you gotta remember, silver and gold the last 3 or 4 weeks have been very stagnant. Okay, it's been very flat. And that puts people off too. And I understand that. But when the dollar goes bye-bye, the zombies will come out, come knocking at your door, then you're going to have to make up your own mind. If you're going to help that person, how many times have you tried to talk to that person about silver and gold? I understand not everybody has a ton of money. I don't have a ton of money. I don't. Yeah, you might see a pile of halves. It did not take me overnight to get this. I've shown you folks how I've done it. Sometimes they're onesies and twosies. It just adds up over time. If people spent the hours I've spent on eBay looking and looking and looking and looking, when I can't sleep at night, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking. I'm searching all kinds of different ways to see if I can pull anything else new up. Trying to get in there before someone else gets the deal. You know, it's a rat race on eBay. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, there's some bad sellers we got to keep an eye out for. But in the long term, it's a good platform to get reasonable prices sometimes. You know, yeah, I bought from online bowling deals. I bought from channel sponsored pinbacks, of course. But sometimes we just don't have all that extra cash flow to do a bigger order like that. That's okay. No, that is okay. I've gone to coin shows. You guys have gone to coin shows, you've told me. You girls have gone to coin shows. Look at your local coin shops. Bring somebody that has no idea about silver and gold. Say, I need 3 hours of your time. Just say, I need 3 hours of your time. Just be quiet and listen to what we have to say. And get someone else involved with you. Take them to the coin shop. Take them to the coin shows. Show them 1 or 2 videos. I don't care if they're mine or not. I'm very transparent about that. Not everybody's going to learn from me. Not everybody's going to learn from your local coin shop. Not everybody's going to learn from Michael and Brian at Pinbacks. I get that. But in what I'm trying to say is you got to try to find that right person who says the right thing to the people that have no silver and gold, and maybe it will spark a light. Just maybe that would spark a light. Don't think about the Pinbacks giveaway coming up, folks. Channel sponsor Pinbacks has already told me they're going to be shipping me a roll of silver quarters for the giveaway. I'm also going to be giving away 6 half dollars, 90% silver, 1 Standing Liberty silver quarter, and 1 Barbara dime. Both of the Standing Liberty quarter has the date on it, 1927. The Barbara dime has a date on it at 1910. That's over 9 ounces of silver given away. Maybe you'll be the lucky winner. Give some of that away who some don't have silver or gold. Don't want to give it away all. Give away a piece here and a piece here. Put the metal in their hands. Put the metal in their hands. Why I'm on the Pinbacks thing, they have, right now, according to this video, they still have the Perth. I'm going to show you an example of one because I do have some of these. Perth Mint Kangaroo, 1 ounce, silver bar, 1 to 19 count is $36.65. Okay, they do sell them in groups of 20 as well, and they're a little bit, about 30 cents cheaper if you go 20 or more. They come in tubes of 20. You don't have to buy tubes of 20. Alright, you can just get a few at a time. The last time I've talked about this, they sold quite a bit. My friends, they don't have a lot left. Here's what they look like. Nice swan on the front. 4 9's fine. Let me just take it out. Let me just take it out of the bag so you can really see this bar, folks, because this is a nice bar. I love these. And I think they're, this would be a nice gift for maybe graduation, post-graduation, whatever. Swan on the front, 3 9's fine. 1 troy ounce. And they got the kangaroos on the back. Alright, they got the kangaroos in the back. Matte finish with a mirror finish as well. I mean, what more could you ask for of a design of that? That is a beautiful, beautiful design. 1 ounce. Check them out at pinbacks.com. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. No, call Michael, call Brian tomorrow morning if you're interested in them. Make an order now if you're interested in them. They don't have many left, my friends. Let's clean the shelves off at Pinbacks with these. That's what we need to do. We need to get more silver in people's hands. It's a good price. $36.65. You buy more than, you get 20 or more, they 30-cent drop per an ounce. 30 cents drop per an ounce. And you get a whole tube mailed to you. I mean, they come in a nice tube and you can put them in little Ziploc bags and hand them out to just people. For less than 40 bucks. Really, what a nice gift to get someone going on silver and gold. Think about it that way. It might cost you some now, but if you can educate 1 or 2 people in your family or 1 or 2 of your friends, and you put 1 of these ounces in their hands now, and that triggers them to start stacking themselves, that person may not ever have to come knocking at the door when the crap hits the fan. Right? Might cost you a bit now. It might save you more money in the long run. I understand most of us are very generous people. We will help people out. But again, we can't help everybody out. Alright, my old saying is, the ones that from my family, from my friends. Okay, I'm going to have 12 cans of 28-ounce bush beans sitting on the doorstep. I'm going to have 12 bottles of water on the doorstep. I'll have 12 plastic spoons, but I'm going to tie that gosh darn can opener to the railing so no one steals a can opener. Enjoy your beans. Enjoy your water. See you later, alligator. It may sound harsh, But it comes to a point you can't help everybody out. You can't bring everybody in and give them a place, a bed, because they lost their apartment, they lost their home, they lost their car, because the dollar's gone to crap. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to get the message across. Hide your silver from the zombies. Stop the melt with the 90% silver as well. Put that in the comments. Stop the melt. I'll end it with this. Okay, I'm going to end it with this. The Pepsi indicator is so important. And you can use it on any product you want. But we're not going to go that far back. 4 12-packs of Pepsi back in 2007. And this is from CVS. And this was the flyer. You can type it in yourself. Google it to yourself. The flyer will pop up. From 2007. 4th of July weekend, Pepsi was 4 12-packs for 10 bucks. 12 for 10. Okay? When it's on sale now, either down here in Florida at Winn-Dixie or Publix, it's normally buy 2, get 2 free. Publix just had a great sale on Pepsi this past Memorial Day weekend. It was buy 2, get 3 free. And it's normally $10 for one 12-pack by itself. That's the regular price of a 12-pack of Pepsi right now. One 12-pack is $9.99. When it's on sale, buy 2, get 2 free, you need more than 10 bucks. 2007, you can went to any coin shop, cash these in. Even if you got melt, they would give you about 12 bucks. I understand that's a $10 bill there. Add 2 more bucks to it. I just didn't have 2 ones on me. Today, it's 4 for 20. Buy 2, get 2 free. But if you took this to any other coin, you took this to any coin shop, if you got melt, you get about 24 bucks. This has hold its value. If you could put this in your safe in 2007, and you're a Pepsi drinker, and you had a $10 bill left, and you wanted your Pepsi so gosh darn bad, where are you going to get your other 10 from? Where would have you got your other $10 bill from? If you have stacked these, no problem. You had it covered. That's how much your dollar has gotten eaten away. And yes, that's one product. But look at all the other products out there. Just go back in time, my friends. Go back in time and see what stuff cost. You don't even have to go back that far. Okay, you don't even have to go back that far. You can go back a year. You can go back 2 years. Pepsi has been going up and up and up in price. All right, and up and up. I remember 4 for 15, 4 for 16, buy 2, get 2 free. 4 for 18. Now it's 4 for 20, plus the tax, of course. But where would you be able to do it with a $10 bill versus 2 Franklin, 2 halves? Don't matter what the Franklin or the Walking or the 1964 Kenny halves. You would get about 24. If they gave you melt today, you would get about 24 bucks back for 2. It's kept its value. Not because silver's gone up. This thing is now this thing. That's what it is. Since 2007, most of your products have gone up at least 50%. Think about it that way. Not everything. Some has even got even worse than that. But if you stop and think what I'm saying, that is a true statement right there. Since 2007. That's less than 20 years ago, my friends. Less than 20 years ago. That products have gone up that much. So the old 10 becomes the new 20. Poof. This goes away like fat dust, right out the window. Boom. That's where it goes. Where your meme coins going to come in from? Where your cryptocurrency is going to come in from? They're backed by the dollar. Well, they're really not backed by the dollars, just you just get cashed out and get dollars back. The point is, silver and gold have performed very, very well. Let's wake up our friends. Let's not let the zombies come in. Because I tell you, when that happens, I'm locking up the coin shop. If I can get away with it, I'm going to sit home. I'm going to turn on the news, get some popcorn, and watch the show on the TV. We all know what happens on Black Friday here in the country, where people go crazy to find those deals at the Walmart. They camp out 3 or 4 days at the Best Buys in front of the stores. It's crazy. Just to get a deal on a laptop or a TV, absolutely crazy, in my view. But people so worried about the buck then. But people not worried about the buck today. They're worried about the buck to save at Christmas time. Oh, I'm getting a buy on this. I'm gonna go camp out for 3 days. I'm gonna go stay in the cold for 3 days. you know, it's just crazy the way people have done this. I'll tell you this one story, and I'll be quiet. I worked at the Navy Exchange, Brunswick, Maine, when it was still open. When the base was still open, I worked the Black Friday there. My first job of the day, my job was normally a cashier. And one of my jobs for that morning was to flip the door switch to let people in. We had wrapping paper. I believe it was 100 square feet rolls. And I believe the price was like a dime, maybe 25 cents. A Black Friday deal. Nobody else could touch us. Okay? And I'm talking about our military people, military families. I almost got run over by shopping carts. People went back to the Christmas section. These boxes were loaded with 40 rolls, 50 rolls, depending on exact size they were. And people were just flinging them in their carts, basically almost having a war with wrapping paper. Wrapping paper. And by the time I was able to get back to the lawn and garden section, or the Christmas section that became, there was not one roll of wrapping paper left. Just a bunch of boxes piled up in the middle of the floor. They made a mess. And I'm talking about the people who serve our country, the families. Craziness. Took us 2 hours. Me and another girl took 2 hours to cut up all those boxes. They left a big pile. They were almost touching the ceiling. It was sad. The way people act for a deal like that. You know, what's going to happen when the dollar really does crash? What's really going to happen, my friends? Think about it. It's not going to be pretty out there. It's just not. We're going to have bank runs. And then your money's not going to be worth anything. I too recommend watching the movie Too Big to Fail if you have not seen it yet. And maybe that would give some people some insight. It is, you can watch it right on Amazon if you have an Amazon. I think it's like the movie's $9.99 to buy outright. And I believe to rent is like $3.99. But I do recommend. I don't make a penny off this at all. I recommend you buying the movie outright. Because chances are, most of us are not going to pick up the first thing that everything said in that movie. You got to watch that movie at least 2 or 3 times to have a good concept of what happened in 2007/2008 time frame during the banking crisis. People were calling for Jamie Dimon's job in 2008, my friends. People were losing their homes. People were losing stuff in 2008, and they just band-aid, duct tape, bubble gum it over, and we're right back in the mess now. Banks are tying up on loans now. You need a loan for a home? You need a loan for a car? You might be hard-pressed. You might be hard-pressed. Keep stacking, my friends. Hold on to your silver and gold. Keep it away from the zombies. If you folks have any questions for me, reach out to me in my email. It's in every single description of every single video. Thank you for your time today and watching. Coin Shop Chris is now out.